sometimes I have a hard time multitasking. So, and so this form of trauma-sensitive yoga, holy yoga, the purpose of it is to bring calm to the nervous system, to bring us centered and to slow down and to find our grounding. And so this release and relax. So it's release that tension. Maybe it's physical tension, maybe it's emotional tension, maybe it's some other kind of tension. And then it's to relax into truth. And the focus here for this month is gratitude. And yes, part of the reason gratitude, Thanksgiving is at the end of this month. But you may not know that actually having feelings of gratitude in the midst of kind of this mindfulness and shifting towards being grateful, it actually stimulates the nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, into rest and repair. And that's where we want ourselves to be. Instead of the fight, flight, freeze, our goal is to get back to that rest and repair. So it literally, feelings of gratitude literally stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nerve, to help bring calm, to bring us back to that rest and repair. So that's why this month, paired with Thanksgiving, paired with just a really hard season, that it's really actually hard to be grateful sometimes, at least I know for myself. So that's what we're going to practice. We're going to practice being mindful. We're going to breathe. We're going to put our bodies in some simple postures, and we're going to practice gratitude. So grateful each one of you is here this evening and for the next 3 weeks. A little bit of housekeeping. This month, I'm doing the bonus practice as a recording. And so you'll receive that in your email on Thursdays. And you will have access to those recordings for the whole month of November. So you can use them as many times as you want for the month of November. Let me see. If you don't have already a pillow or blanket, you can use that as an option in our couple of postures. If you don't have that, I'd suggest going to get one or two. A number of you are going to be using oils, essential oils. And so just have that out next to you. I love putting it on the bottom of my feet at the beginning of the practice. Diffusing it in the room. Those are two things that you can kind of start off before you pop on or when you pop on and getting settled. But a lot of what I'll prompt you to do is to put it on your hand and to smell it at various points of our practice. And so maybe putting the bottle next to you with the cap kind of loose, you know, just some of that prep is good. Another thing too, feel free to practice with your camera off, with your camera on, whatever works for you, whatever feels safe. The purpose of this is to feel safe. And so the new lights, keep them on, keep your screen on, turn it off, whatever you need, whether it's today or then, you know, in the future groups, do you, and do what feels right and feels safe for you. All right, so I invite you to get settled in. Our first posture is going to be a butterfly posture where you bring the bottoms of your feet together. Now, this can be, you can have your heels out real far away from your groin, or you can have them close. What honors your body, what honors where you're at this evening. Another option for you is if you wanted to pile blankets and kind of bending forward. So whatever honors your body, I invite you to get into that posture. And maybe it's just seated, And this butterfly heels together. And maybe for you, it's putting a blanket underneath your knees. This is another option. I want to, in this first posture, I want you to just find what feels right, what feels honoring for your body, for where you're at today. So that's why I want to give you options. I want you to try maybe a couple of different things and then settle in on the posture that feels right for you right now. As you find that posture that honors where you're at this evening, just welcome stillness, welcome comfort. Adjust as you need. Every posture is a choice. The only thing required is your breath. And just sink into the surface that's supporting you. At any time, if you need to change something up, please do. And just begin to notice how this posture feels in your body. I invite you to let assumptions and expectations for this time to just fade away. And just allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be here in this moment, in your body, noticing sensations, emotions, thoughts. Mindfulness is simply paying attention on purpose to the present moment without judgment. So as best as you're able, I invite you to just pay attention to this moment without judgment, welcoming every sensation, welcoming every emotion, welcoming every thought. Just allowing whatever you begin to notice to just be there, even if it's something you don't like. Make space for whatever arises. Give yourself permission to just be as you are. Begin to notice any sounds that you might hear. Maybe they're sounds that are close or sounds in the distance. Noticing anything you smell. Maybe you smell the oils that you have on your hands. Noticing your sense of smell. Noticing any light. Maybe your eyes are closed, maybe they're open. Just noticing the light. Noticing any tastes in your mouth. Noticing the temperature of your body, the temperature on your skin, just allowing yourself to be here, present in this moment. Welcoming every sensation just as it is. I want you to notice your body, your physical body. Begin to notice where you're holding onto any tension. Just allow it to be there. We're just noticing, we're observing without judgment. Noticing any pain, soreness, tension. Bringing attention to your breath. Noticing the length and the depth of your breath. Feeling the movement your body makes as you breathe. Not forcing anything, but just noticing, observing your breath. Does it feel sticky or smooth, easy, challenging, short, long? How does it feel to breathe? What are you noticing about your breath? What part of your body is moving? Is it the upper part of your chest? Is it the lower part of your ribs? Observe, notice. And when you feel ready, maybe just draw that breath in on your next inhale, just a little bit. Just slowing it down, drawing it into the lower parts of your ribs. The lower spaces, the lower parts of your belly. Feeling that expansion. And then a nice, slow, long exhale. Maybe you exhale through the mouth. Maybe you exhale through your nose. Just allow yourself to come into this present moment, letting go of the past, letting go of the future. Just allow yourself to be here now. And just welcoming everything you see and you feel. Just continually finding that pattern of breath as you inhale and you draw it in a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper. And then making your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. There's not necessarily a right or wrong here. It's all about just the sensation, how it feels. It's about inviting your breath in, not forcing it in. And as you exhale, what do you need to release here? Using that exhale as a way to maybe even soften into the pose a little more. Maybe exhale some emotional tension or physical tension. mental tension. Let it go with every exhale. Allowing your breath to bring you life, oxygen, the presence of peace, the presence of the Holy Spirit. And allow your exhale to just soften, release, let go, surrender. The definition of gratitude is a state of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Thankfulness is pleased and relieved, conscious of the benefit you have received. Maybe just notice what comes to mind here. The state of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation and return kindness. Thankfulness is being pleased and relieved, conscious of the benefit you've received. Welcome every thought, every emotion. Welcome everything that arises. If you have oil, you can put some on your hand if you haven't already. You can even rub your hands together and just tent it over your nose and just breathe, continuing that breath. Inhale and exhale. It says in 1 Thessalonians, give in every situation, no matter the circumstances, be thankful. Continuously give thanks to God. I just welcome every thought, every sensation, every emotion. These are our messengers. No matter where you're at, just allow yourself to be as you are. And maybe it's hard to get to a place of gratitude. Maybe it's easy. I invite you to be gracious with yourself. And just breathe. Just be present here. There's no need to force a feeling, no need to force an emotion, no need to force anything. Allow yourself to be as you are. If you're bending forward, I invite you just to slowly, it might feel a little achy, to kind of just walk yourself up. Maybe you need to kind of swing your hips side to side, get a little movement, whatever you need. And just stay in that space of mindfulness, of noticing the sensations in your body. Maybe you bring your knees out and you kind of just rock from side to side. Our next posture is going to be just Savasana, just laying on our backs. But you can, a couple of options is to put blankets underneath your knees. Or to put blankets underneath your shoulder blades. So maybe you want them under your shoulder blades, maybe you want them under your knees. Maybe you don't want any blankets or pillows or bolsters. Maybe you just want to lay flat. But whatever honors your body. And as you find this posture, again, I invite you just to find that breath. Inviting that breath in and then exhale. Just begin to notice how the surface is supporting you. Begin to notice how this posture feels different. Just allowing yourself to be in stillness, welcoming every emotion, every sensation, every thought. With thanks in all circumstances. And as you breathe, and as you are here in this present moment, just allow yourself to feel heavy. Allow yourself to just relax into this posture. Maybe your arms are out to the side. Maybe they're cactus arms. Maybe they're alongside your body, wherever it honors you. Maybe you bring your hands back up to your nose and you draw your breath in as you breathe in the scent of oil. Drawing that breath in a lot to the lower parts of your ribs, allowing them to umbrella out and then collapse back. Where have you felt pleased and relieved? Where have you felt conscious of the benefit you have received? Where do you feel grateful? It could be in a smile from someone. It could be a way God has provided. It could be for your morning coffee. It could be for your breath. I invite you to find one simple thing that you feel grateful for and to just hold that into your mind. And just breathe that in. It could be many things. There could be few things. Whatever it is, there's no right or wrong. I invite you just to find one and to hold that in your mind, hold that in your spirit. And allow those feelings of thankfulness, of readiness, of appreciation to come to you. I invite you to connect with those feelings. Maybe you notice other feelings in there as well, and that's okay. They can just stay there. You don't have to do anything with them. All you need to do is breathe. And as you hold that thing in your mind that you just feel grateful for, I invite you to really embody that feeling of gratefulness. Notice how it feels in your body. Notice where you feel it in your body. Make that your mind focus. And everything else, just stay in the distance or melt away. Drawing that breath in a little longer, a little slower, a little deeper. I'm just going to give you a minute of just silence. Begin to notice how you feel in your body, in your emotions, in your thoughts. Be mindful in this moment. Notice what maybe has shifted from the beginning until now. What feels the same? What feels different? Welcome every sensation, every emotion. And when you feel ready, I invite you just to bring a little movement into your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, elbows and knees, and just slowly, maybe you want to stay seated there. I invite you just to slowly to make your way back up to a seated posture. Maybe you have your hands on your knees, or maybe you bring them heart center. Whatever honors you. Thumbs on our heart signifies gratitude. So a nice inhale, exhale. We thank you, God, for our breath. We thank you for your life and your presence. We thank you for your love. In the name of Jesus, amen. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me for this first group practice. I'll stick around if anyone wants to have any questions